Ayah's second question says, does a person become a kafir if he sits in a place where kufr is being spoken about and does not leave, but hates it in his heart? Now, the issue of kufr, which is disbelief, is a very important thing to know, because you cannot be a proper Muslim without avoiding the things that nullify your Islam. However, some of us are obsessed, and this obsession leads them to classifying people. He did this, then he's a kafir. I did this, then probably I'm a kafir. I have these thoughts in my mind. Am I a kafir? And it's taking their energy, it's taking their iman, it's draining them from the fear of Allah Azza wa Jal into just materialistic things and engaging them only in labeling people. And this is a serious issue. As for Ayah's question, if you are in a place and someone is ridiculing the Prophet ﷺ, or making fun of Allah's verses, or making fun of Islam, or criticizing something from our religion, now you have an option, either to stand up and say this is haram, and you have to point out why it's haram and telling them that this is kufr, or you may simply leave if you're unable to clarify your point and tell them about it. This was mentioned in the Quran, where Allah Azza wa Jal says, وَقَدْ نَزَّلَ عَلَيْكُمْ فِي الْكِتَابِ أَنْ إِذَا سَمِعْتُمْ آيَاتِ اللَّهِ يُكْفَرُ بِهَا وَيُسْتَهْزَأُ بِهَا فَلَا تَقْعُدُوا مَعَهُمْ حَتَّى يَخُوضُوا فِي حَدِيثٍ غَيْرِهِ إِنَّكُمْ إِذًا مِثْلُهُمْ. So Allah Azza wa Jal is telling us that Allah has enjoined upon you, has revealed to you, that if you were in a place and you found that the verses of Allah are being rejected and ridiculed, so do not sit with them until they engage in different topic. Otherwise, you would be like them. Allah Azza wa Jal would gather the hypocrites and the disbelievers together in hell on the day of judgment. So it is an act of kufr if you do not retaliate or at least point out that this is haram. Similarly to the march that took place in Paris, those who participated in it, if they knew that what they were doing is haram, and they knew that this thing is something that nullifies Islam, and yet still they participated and they marched with it, and when someone asks them, is it okay to make drawings depicting the Prophet ﷺ and ridiculing Islam, and he says, this is freedom of right, they have the right to do this, this is blasphemy. This is something that nullifies a person's Islam. But the conditions have to be fulfilled upon each and every individual. We don't give a blatant or a blanket takfir for all. No, each one has to be specifically fulfilling the conditions, and we have to make sure that he does not have any obstacles before giving that ruling.